Namaste, Libras and Libra Risings, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I call myself the Sensei to Sirius Joy. So great to be here. Pardon my absence. It's my birthday. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has already stopped by my Facebook and said happy birthday or sent cards or gifts. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be of soul service and so glad to be alive and on planet Earth, you know, even though things are heavy and hard and difficult. That is true for all of us, and we're almost through it. So this is a super scope. Why? Well, because it serves more than one personality. Libras, Libra Risings, and also if you have Venus in Libra, this will also serve as well. I'll talk about that later. I have a love scope later for Venus and Libra people. And that said, where are you? Well, the sun is in Taurus, so Libras and Libra Risings are making decisions about their limits. And when you are a Libra, Libra Rising, your limits set your whole manifestation grid, what your limits are. So you have to kind of preset your limits ahead of time and live by those limits. And that allows you to teeter-totter in any situation as long as you live within those limits, right? So we're talking about the I protect consciousness, the I sex and I protect, where your boundaries are, what you say yes or no to. We had a solar eclipse in Taurus about 2 weeks ago that set the seed of a new trust in yourself that for the last 10 days has been growing into security. And now, this week, we're at the passionate point where you might want to jump into something. Something that will require you to be flexible, but hold those boundaries together in a dynamic way. You're also going to be called to shed away all excess emotional baggage, people baggage, etc., that might be in the way. So it's going to be a powerful change of a week. Now we still have that Grand Cross up in the sky, and it is still affecting you in a heavy way. Mars retrograde opposing Mars, Uranus in Aries is really the heaviest part of it. Mars retrograde in Libra means that not only is the Earth, everyone on Earth, shedding a snake skin and stepping into a new personality, but if you're a Libra, a whole new personality. One that represents these 4 points. A personality that represents the new marriage, that represents the new career, and represents the new home and family. And that's what all these other places are. So it will not be until May 20th that I expected for you to go forward on your new ego and your new sexiness. However, until then, there's a lot to do, especially with career. So Jupiter-Pluto is the struggle between career and security. Now with security, it's more about actual nurturing yourself than it is about money or anything else. It's about the actual nurturing your feelings and being there for yourself. Uranus and Mars is the opposition of marriage and partnership and the new ego. Getting out of old marriage and partnerships. Whether you are married or not, you are divorcing out of an old system of marrying, no question. Now the solar eclipse in Taurus was planting a seed 2 weeks ago, a new seed of trust in you. And what opposes that sun is Saturn, which means as you set the boundaries, you change your value or self-esteem. So it's a tug of war between limits and values, which may play out in money, but really it's about value consciousness and what I call soul capital. And what this soul pyramid says, this grand trine in water, is that as you maintain, as you go forward in career, and as you maintain your values as you know it, you will find that your life at large heals and comes to a peace. So just go forward with career and maintain what's valuable. And Chiron there is kind of dragging along as the third, but it's good. So as we move into this week, Mother's Day is kind of a funky day. The moon moves into Libra, so on Mother's Day, Librans and Libra Risings are the most emotionally empowered. But it's a rocky day. The sun steps into step 20. You will feel very vulnerable even though you are one of the strongest out of the zodiac in that day. And there's a double yad on Sunday that says, hey, be mindful of one's feelings this day. Be mindful of your own feelings. So be very mindful of your feelings, not your mother's, nothing, and be there for yourself in that day. I think you'll have the strength, but you may not have that focus. On Monday, it's sunny and cool, feeling very good, making a leap for something, maybe making an expansion of trust, maybe signing on some dotted line. And then Tuesday, things get emotional. And for you, the moon moving into Scorpio means suddenly there's a lot of feelings about money. So it may be emotions around money that the full moon really pulls you to let go of or embrace a new boundary structure. In fact, the full moon hits during the day in the United States, which is 12:13 p.m. Pacific, at step 23. So it's a very passionate feeling about what you are worth. This will be certainly a great time to play poker and try to go for something that you deserve here. And that's what it's about, where the boundaries are drawn. You may also, because you feel valuable, take a risk at this point. And you might want to take a risk and gamble on yourself for once. That's definitely in the cards for the Libras and Libra Rising. So the full moon is the final turning point of boundaries versus value, and it goes, life speeds up rather quickly from there. In fact, by Friday, you're very pensive on Thursday and Friday, and really you have to make some sort of a commitment on Saturday. So this is a commitment to changing yourself, a commitment to signing something, a commitment to a very probably heavy commitment, but one that will probably last about 8 years, FYI. So it's weighing back and forth of that. But with the moon in Capricorn on Saturday, you'll be feeling out how you feel about it, and that's the most important thing, frankly, how you feel about it. So this week is about stabilizing your trust in yourself, reaching out, trying some stuff, pruning off in the full moon aspects of your life that negate trust, and then committing to what left in trust and growing or transforming yourself in the end. Now, what about for the 6 VQs, those who have Venus in Libra? And I have to say I'm very excited because I am a bachelor myself, and the 6 VQs are almost ready to hatch. That sounds so bad, like a chick, but it's true. Those who have Venus in Libra are, first of all, very sensual, beautiful, beautiful lovers, I think. And you are going to go through a real change. This is the week. This is the real week where Venus in Libra will make a change in in what they chase after, and hopefully you will decide to be there for yourself first, and that will attract a different type of person. So you may be heavily tempted into the arms of an old lover right now, especially with Mars retrograde. And this is tempting you to go chasing after the old things. But if you can hold out to the end of the week for what's best for you, I think everything will come into light. And by the end of the week, the people with Venus and Libra will likely be in a real place for love, in a different place. Now, if you're in a relationship and you've had a lot of turbulence, I would say that by the end of the week, you will know if it's going to work or not. And if you're in a relationship that's working great, I would say the two of you are stepping into a new synergy that's based on a new common goal. So it's transformative powerfully for anyone with Venus and Libra this week. And like I said, then on the other side of this hill is those who are single looking. Venus and Libra are wonderful, wonderful people. So, and women are like that total Venus kind of cliche. If you're looking to see how this whole month turns out and how the sun goes in Gemini, I've recorded a full 30-minute scope here called the Megascope Monthly Reports, and they're available for Libras, Libra Risings, any rising you have, and of course they speak to Venus as well. So you get them for $11.11. If you buy 2, you get the 3rd free right now, so it's information overload at soulmart.me. If you're watching on YouTube, we ask, hey, please subscribe to our channel. We do appreciate that. And if you're on Facebook, come like our Facebook page. In fact, come sign my birthday card if you haven't already. It's sitting way at the top of the Soul Garden Facebook page. So would love to see the faces behind the viewers, and very grateful for you showing up and watching me. So I hope you're having a nice spring. If it's real tough on you, don't worry. You get your strength back when Mars goes direct in your sign on May 20th. So until then, it's just about getting everything in order. The wind will fill your sails when that happens. Trust me on that one. All right, Libras and Libra Risings, I'll see you next week. Until then, live, love, be.